This used to be one of our communal tables. So it used to have a big high top table. One was for 10 people, and then another one was here for 12 people. And then over there was a big banquet, a raised banquet. Now we have 3 freezers and 3 fridges and packaging equipment and to-go containers and boxes and takeout bags and everything else that you don't need in a restaurant. Right now with the 2 businesses collided into it.
So I was born and raised in Japan, but one of my dreams was like always go to abroad and study English. Then I just decided to go to Vancouver.
I was training to be a chef in Vancouver, similar to Miki, but the opposite. I always had a love for Japanese culture, and we both had a love for food. So we just hit it off straight away, just like talking about food. Then we moved to Japan together, got married shortly after, and yeah, we ended up living there for about 3.5 years. When we were in Japan though, we had already hatched a plan to become entrepreneurs. We bought an old VW camper, right? And we had the whole thing converted into a catering vehicle. And I was gonna do Philly cheesesteaks. That sort of dream fell to the side, I guess.
So we moved to Guelph. There was no ramen shop in Guelph. Then for me, I really needed to have a good like a Japanese food place. You know, I can go to. Jared loves ramen as well, and he said that he wanted to make something different.
Every penny we had and saved was taken and dumped into this place. And we'd never run a business before, so like our business plan was pretty flimsy and we didn't really know what we were doing even, right? So like the plan was me and Miki and a dishwasher, 100 bowls a day, that's it. The first day we sold out in 2 hours. The second day we maybe made 3 hours, and then we had to close for 4 days to restock and reset. We were the talk of the town, this restaurant that can't stay open type thing. So the idea was that we were going to open up this one, which would be a hub of 5 more craft, or a total of 5. So there'd be this one, and there'd be the Guelph one, and then maybe one in Hamilton, and London, and Stratford, or whatever. We hadn't narrowed it down, but that was the plan. So yeah, when dining rooms were shut down 4 months after opening, that whole playbook just goes right out the window. That's when it was like, well, okay, well, what else can we do with this space? I was very anti-takeout because I was just like, it doesn't travel well. You can't take a bowl of ramen home. That's when we started to, I guess the idea, like Miki was like, or instant ramen, or a ramen kit. And we were like, yeah, that would be cool if we could do a ramen kit.
And this is the Northern Warmer. It's arguably our signature bowl. You got your a portion of chashu, house-made chicken stock, cabbage and carrot slaw with the roasted corn, our house-made noodles. You take this, you follow the directions, you get the same bowl as we make in the shop.
My idea of not doing takeout was instantly thrown out the window, like as soon as the pandemic hit. Within probably like a week, you know, it was like DoorDash, Uber, like, you know, set this thing up as quick as possible because how else are we gonna serve people, right? But the kits, you get that restaurant style ramen at home. You get the fresh cooked noodles, you get the fresh broth, all the ingredients are really nice and fresh, and you put it in a bowl, you eat it at home. So it's just as good as what we're doing here, and it's far superior to takeout ramen, for sure.
We keep all of our takeout containers and also the noodle boxes. And from here, this is a gyoza folder actually, but over there, when we had gyoza night, everybody had to make gyoza. I was maybe 6. I really still remember very like a visible, like a bright color, the excitement when I was waiting for the, you know, the gyoza ready to be cooked. Then just, you know, all of it, when you put the lid up, all of it steam comes out. That was so, I don't know, just a great memory. I did something, I cooked, and I'm eating that food I made when I was a child. That same feeling, they experienced it. I didn't really think this outcome gonna come out of this kit box.
It's expanded Miki's mission of sort of bringing Japanese culture to people, right? Because at first it was bringing Japanese culture to people of the community, give her a connection to that community. Whereas now, like, we're selling them from London to Ottawa and all the way up to Muskoka. The pandemic definitely forced us to go all in on this. If business had been as usual, right, and we were just focused on doing restaurants, we wouldn't put that time, that effort, that money into it.
As business gets more like bigger and bigger, it's more just become more complicated.
It's been a lot of work.
Not that everybody has a chance to get involved in deeply, so many different ways. When you have a child, of course you are involved in parenting, but usually a business, you go to this office and you go to this place and then you come home, but we are fully involved in 24/7. Without his help, I couldn't really do we have our 3-year-old daughter and we send her to daycare, but early stage daycare was closed. So when I'm here, Jared is taking care of Hannah at home. And the next day, I take care of Hannah and Jared comes. So there was no break. So it was very intense. So we were really just focused on really just get by every day. We learn each other, and we really trust each other and believe in each other. So when we have those rough times, we always kind of talk to each other and overcome. So these are I think it's very making our relationship very stronger and stronger.
I don't know where I would be without her. Crafty wouldn't even exist without Miki, right? She is the Japanese inspired, and definitely my anchor, and always has been. So when we do actually look back and go, we've done it, that our greatest accomplishment will be the fact that we've done it together.